Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. My name is Melinda and this is my Hawaiian shirt, very summer looking husband, Dean. This is a continuation of our last two videos. If you watched those, we unboxed a huge vintage toy collection. This video is about how we're gonna work through that. We thought it might be helpful for those of you who do get these very large lots. If you're feeling overwhelmed, how do you break that down? That can be the toughest part for sure. So what we are planning to do right now is go through and pull out the stuff that we know what it is and organize it by theme. So all the Star Wars we're gonna put together, all the Smurf stuff we're gonna put together, and so on and so forth until we have a good amount of bundles to do. The stuff that we don't know, that's gonna go in a separate area, and then that's gonna involve looking it up and seeing what it actually is.
We might also just do like this might be a multi-day video. We're really just not sure yet, so stay tuned, I guess. We'll have to figure it out as we go. Maybe at the end we'll do boxes of stuff that we don't know that we need the audience's help with, so that's where you can step in and tag the timestamp and then tell us what you think it is, so you can help us identify it.
Yeah.
Like Melinda said, first step, let's get the stuff organized into themes, and then we'll go from there. Like obviously the raisins, the Smurfs, the Star Wars, whatever.
Right.
Go from there, and then we'll also show you how we maximize our values so that we can make 2, 3, 4 times our money back on this huge lot and get the stuff processed as fast as possible. Without further ado, let's blabber on for another 5 to 7 minutes before let's get into it.
All right, great, let's go.
Okay, things that you need to organize. Sharpie, that's what this is. Free USPS boxes, thank you USPS.com. Wife, I guess you don't really need one, but it's helpful to have 2 people. And then we're just gonna use Google Lens. So let me demonstrate to you guys how you can use Google Lens to help you identify this chaos or this beautiful collection of toys, however you look at it. So we'll pick something like this guy here, and let me see if Google Lens will be able to tell me what this is. Hi Toddy. Toddy is not very helpful when it comes to identifying stuff, but that's okay. So I'm gonna simply open up Google. It's kind of hard to see, so I apologize because of the glare. And I'm gonna go to Google Lens. But first I'm gonna go in the shade because you can't see anything on my phone. We're gonna go right here. So open up Google, the app, and then right here is a little square picture camera. That's the lens, and then we're just gonna hover over it, and we're gonna hit search, and look at that, it's pin on possible story idea. Looks like Spawn. So now all we have to do is go through this and figure out if we can figure out who this fella is. So looks like Spawn Series 22. So I'm gonna search Spawn Series on eBay, see if I can figure it out what this is. So Spawn Series 22. Aha, see, look at that. There it is. So this is Spawn Series stuff. I've never heard of these folks before, but here's some active listings for them. 97 available. Looks like 92 sold, and yeah, we'll go from there. So that's how you can do it. Use Google Lens. It'll help you a lot. This video is not sponsored by Google. Okay, so starting it off, we're just gonna start putting stuff in boxes that look like they're the same theme, like Hot Wheels and Spawns and whatever, and we'll go from there. We can clean this up a bit and know exactly what we have in our boxes by labeling them. Okay, ran into another box of very similar toys, but I have no idea what they are, so I'm gonna try to use Google Lens to see if I can figure it out. So again, open up Google, the app, go on the lens, hover over it. Let's see, when I hit search, let's see if I can find that logo. Looks like Big Roller Robot. It's not always perfect. It looks very similar. I'm gonna try a different picture, maybe one where I can get the logo. See that little whatever that is? Because on the bottom it just says 1989 Louis Gallup toys made in Macau. Wow, you don't see a lot of made in Macau stuff, that's for sure. So let's see if we can do it on this little guy. So again, Google Lens. Hover over it. Hit search. Okay, it's coming back as I'm gonna try this off camera and see if I can find some results. The third toy was a success, so it looks like it's expanders. So I went, let me show you how I did it. So I just took that picture and hit search, and I clicked on the first one, and I noticed that the logo is similar, or is the same, right on where my thumb is. It's kind of hard to see it, but right on that car, that's the same logo as this little hawk. So again, Google Lens, an amazing tool, great for this type of project. Progress report. So this is a miscellaneous box of miscellaneous stuff. And over here, we've put a pretty good dent into all of it. We have Hot Wheels Matchbox, those fellas. We have Playmobil, those space exploration toys I just showed you a clip of. These metal coins and hacky sacks, bouncy balls, cards, PV Hermit stuff. This is the Thundercats stuff so far. I'm not sure what this is, so I just put it in here for now. More Playmobil stuff. This is all empty now. Here we have G.I. Joe stuff, Army stuff, brand new in box stuff. Here's all the big G.I. Joe. These are like the 12-inch 90s and big vehicles. That's all in there. Rambo toys. This Multimac. That's what these are as well, so that can go in there. Star Wars is over here. More Star Wars. Yeah, we're making a pretty good dent into everything. We got Simpsons and Raisins. More Star Wars stuff that needs to go over there. Still this piece of bread. What does this say? The California Raisins. Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know they had slices of bread. Right there.
Oh, I didn't know they had groupie carrots either.
Yeah, that's a hot banana right there. Okay, onwards, I guess. We're gonna wrap up the sorting in the next hour or so. Found some more stuff that I had in different locations. These were part of it too. These are old WCW figures. I had looked these up. I think they're worth anywhere between 50 and 100 each, but I'll have to double check. And then this little box, I'll have to...
Is that movie? Matrix?
Oh, I don't know. This little guy's in here. I'll have to find it via Google Lens to see what that is. And then we have a Rambo cup. So this is Fisher Price Little People. I think this gun maybe belongs to this fellow. The Fifth Element figure. Oh, it's like a Fisher Price camper. And then here are all those Sesame Street toys that are worth quite a bit. And then these little guys and gals are part of this camper over here. That's definitely part of this. So yeah, I think if I remember looking these up, just a complete set of Sesame Street Little Fisher Price people, Little Bird and Cookie Monster were like 100, 150 just for the pieces. What do you have to say about that?
There's a little Fisher Price person I'm gonna dig out now.
Alright, sounds good. Most of it we have organized. We're gonna wrap up the organization shortly and start getting stuff listed, as you can see. Most of this is like, you know, single listing stuff, this big stuff we have to figure out. I have to figure out what these safari people are. These are like anti-poachers or something. And we saw a bunch of these little figures, so I don't know if that's G.I. Joe or a different series. Let me know if you know in the comments below. It's a hot one. I'm very sweaty. I don't know if you can see my sweaty, but let us give you some tips before we conclude this video on dealing with these bulk lots. We got most of the stuff organized by theme. We definitely have some work to do. Melinda already started listing some stuff. Yeah, so tip number one, I'll start. Tip number one, use Google Lens. So on your cell phone, download the Google app and just Google Lens, figure out how to use it properly. It's definitely going to save you a lot of time, and it's going to help you identify things that are very difficult to identify, especially if it's your first time doing it. You can use Google Lens when you're sorting like this, or when you're out garage sailing or at your thrift store. Take a picture, see what it is. It'll give you a rough idea, and then you can search eBay or search Google to see what further information you can get out of it. So tip number one, use Google Lens. Not sponsored by Google, although that would be great if it was.
Tip number two, pull out groups and lots of things. Similar items, group them together. It gets a lot out of the way very quickly. Or if it's something that you know, pull those out, put them aside. Leave the stuff that you don't know until a little later. That way you can start listing, you can start cleaning, you can start making your money back on the stuff that you do know and the bigger lots that you have right away. That's the end game, right? Is to make money. And to do that, you have to be able to list. So list what you know first.
Tip three, you're gonna learn more and more as you start looking things up. So if you use Google Lens or just your memory, if you type in, let's say, He-Man set complete, or Smurfs complete, or vintage Sesame Street Fisher price complete, it'll show you complete images, complete groupings. That way you know what to look out for if you don't know what's missing. Same with those Wilderness Beast figures that we showed in a couple of videos ago. They have a lot of pieces to them, so once you find out what something is, try to see if you can find it either new or complete, then figure out where those pieces are. Like Melinda said, get the big stuff out of the way that you already know first, and then everything else stays in a pile. Don't throw anything away yet, because that little sword might be worth $400. There are some crazy pieces, especially for like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like a specific cheesy golden gun thing goes for like $400 because it's so hard to find. And look, you might have something in that big pile. So don't throw everything away, make light use of it later.
My last tip is don't overcomplicate things. Once you get your piles done, look them up, see what you have, see what you don't have. If you remember from the pile, oh, okay, I put that accessory in the miscellaneous, you're already going to be sinking a good chunk of time just in the organizing and the cleaning. Don't even overcomplicate with the cleaning. Baby wipes do wonders. A little soap and water. There's nothing complicated. Usually a lot of these toys are plastic. It's just, it takes a quick wipe down. A lot of times they'll be dusty, but don't spend hours and hours trying to find every single specific little thing. If you have got your groups together and you know that there's a good chunk of change already, don't spend hours, don't spend nights up wasting your time trying to get every single cent out of these bundles.
If you made it this far, thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed this little vintage toy trilogy that we've put up. If you haven't caught the first couple of videos, they'll be linked below, so you can go check those out if you want to.
If you like content like this, stick around. We are always buying a lot of things. So hopefully this helps, and hopefully there's at least one person out there who gets value out of this. If you'd like to, give us the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one.
Take care.